So today we're joined by Aaron Khalid. Firstly, Aaron, thanks for joining us. Are you well?
I'm well. How are you?
Not bad. I'm not bad. We're both suffering from the lockdown haircuts. We've already discussed that prior.
Messy
I think
hair.
mine actually might be slightly better.
Yeah, probably got better hairline.
So when we first started chatting about over a year ago now, the fights just weren't coming off for you. What was the reason for that? You've only actually recently fought. So what was the reason that it's been so long?
I think last year when we did speak, I think I blew out my LCL, my knee.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was October. I was going to fight Madars last year. Madars Flamines, and I hurt my LCL. Then I was going to have another fight against John Robinson in March, but then lockdown happened.
Yeah, of course. So what was the process of healing from that injury?
It was just resting up, really. It was only a grade 1 or grade 2. Not something that needed operation or surgery or anything, just rested. So it was just a pain in the ass, really.
Can you imagine? Pain in the knee, literally. You finally got back in there, as I mentioned, at the Trilogy, and you choked out Mick Stanton in about a minute. Was it just under a minute?
28 seconds.
Oh, 20. Well, quite a lot under it. I thought it was slightly longer than that. So how did that victory feel? Because when I watched it, I thought it must be a little bit bittersweet knowing how long you waited to get in there, and you're excited for it. And if I was really looking forward to something and it was over in a few seconds, I might enjoy it at the time, but I might be a little bit disappointed that it didn't last a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was okay. It was more getting back into the process of having like the fight building up again, like doing the weight cuts, being in the arena, walking out and stuff. They're the most difficult things for me, not the fight itself.
Mm-hmm.
Where the 28 seconds of the fight, it was a bit gutting. I didn't get to showcase more of my skills, but it's nothing. Can't really complain about 28 seconds of flawless victory like that, can you?
No, and you got asked to fight again, didn't you, straight away, which was must have been a good feeling.
Yeah, on the Saturday, yeah.
Didn't come off, but the thought was there that they wanted you back in there quick.
It was
so that must be
like
good.
I had in my head that I was going to fight again.
And how was it in front of no fans? You mentioned walking through the arena and stuff. No fans think okay?
It was okay. It wasn't too much of a difference, to be honest with you. Like I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it must have been much different," but once you're in the ring, you're in the ring. It was just, I don't know. I couldn't take too much away from it with 28 seconds, what it was like without fans, but it didn't feel too much different.
Yeah. Next fight, Justin Burlington, and that's on what date is that on? Which day of the Trilogy?
The 11th, so the Friday.
The Friday night, so it's the first night. I think the last one was the first night of the Trilogy.
Second night. Yeah, I think it goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday again.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
No, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're right about that. Justin Burlington, you described to me as a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
I was just wondering what you meant by that.
He's well-rounded. He's a good boy. He's tough. He looks decent everywhere. He looks comfortable on the feet. His grappling looks okay. Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's 5. I took these statistics online, so they might be wrong because I often get told they're wrong. But what they say is 5-0 professionally, and also plenty of fights amateur. His only loss has come to the Love Doctor, Adam Proctor. I love saying that. I just wondered if you'd contacted him at all for the winning formula, or managed to catch the fight.
Adam?
He won that at amateur. Adam Proctor is the only person that's beat him.
Yeah.
I just wondered if you've managed to chat to him about how you might be able to beat him, or whether you have managed to see that fight.
Oh, no, me and Proctor don't speak to each other. I don't think he likes me too much.
Oh, dear. And what's the reason for that, do you know?
I was giving him some shit on Twitter and Instagram when him and Mason were matched. Kept calling him X and stuff. And,
oh dear.
You know, and putting photos of me versus him up, just to wind him up, really.
Yeah.
But he was giving me a lot of, like, dodgy looks of the Trilogy last time, and I don't think he was taking it too well.
Oh, dear. Well, if the Love Doctor's giving you advice on ex-girlfriends, you might be all right to take the advice.
Oh, yeah, but a bit odd he is.
Yeah. Okay, so that's out the window. But yeah, he's the only person that's beaten him. So if you, or when you get past Burlington, what's the plan after that?
Title shot in cage warriors, hopefully. Like, there's no one else I could give it to.
Yeah.
There is, like, if you look at the rest of the division, even with the people they've signed over from Bellator, there isn't anyone left really apart from me. Especially if I go out there and stop Burlington as well.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think that title fight will be against?
I really don't know. I have no idea.
No, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It happens quite a bit in Cage Warriors where that champion goes to a different promotion and it's left vacant, and then there's two people vying for that spot.
Yeah,
But that could work out better for you.
it could probably be Ian Gary if he puts on a good show. They like to push him a lot.
Yeah.
Or they could bring an ex-UFC guy or, someone from Bellator in.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what Cage Rolls will do, but I know it'll be me having that title shot next.
And you're training quite a lot, aren't you? When I speak to you, every time I speak to you, you go into training or you just come back from training.
Yeah.
So how often do you train?
I try to train twice a day, but I don't train Fridays. Well, apart from this evening, I don't normally train Fridays, but this evening I will be.
Yeah, is that because of the run up to the fight, with it being 2 weeks away?
Yeah. Well, it's just we got sparring tonight, so I didn't want to miss it.
Are you regimented in what you train each week? Is it sort of Monday jiu-jitsu, Tuesday wrestling and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, with the classes at the Mat Academy, yeah. But then we have an hour before the classes start where it's just MMA based and it's whatever Lou or Wayne think the fighters have to have on. So this Monday was sparring, but wall sparring, then open sparring. And then it was on Tuesday was Thai sparring. Then Wednesday was lots of groundwork before the Nogi class, like MMA groundwork. Mm-hmm. So it'll be the first hour of the session will just be purely based around MMA. Then the second hour will be either a jiu-jitsu class, a wrestling class, the fundamentals really.
And how have things changed since the lockdown? How's the gym different, if it is at all?
At first it was weird. It was really just full of the fighters really.
Mm-hmm.
Just full of the hardcore trainers, I'm going to say. But then once the lockdown happened again and we reopened again, the beginners classes blew up. They're full now. Every session is full of beginners. Even the fighting sessions, the pro sessions are full of the beginners that have come into that class as well. Mm-hmm. So it's helped the gym massively.
Well, because it's strange, because a normal gym, it's wipe down the equipment, don't go near anyone, don't touch anyone, and you can't do that in what you're doing. So I can imagine it being a bit strange. But I suppose if everyone's sensible and stays away if they're not feeling too good, then hopefully it will all be okay. But one thing I wanted to ask you about, a couple of random questions. You have a very rare item in your possession, in the form of a Wales-Pakistan hybrid flag. I don't think there's many of them lying about.
Oh, it's two separate flags.
Oh, is it two? I thought it was one hybrid.
No, I
thought you'd had them sewn together. Oh, you tied them together. Well, they're still together.
See, the illusion. I tied them together.
Well, you had it around your neck, so I couldn't see, but I presumed it was sewn. But it's still one flag if it's tied together. You've made it into one. So I was just wondering about your heritage.
My dad and his family are from Pakistan.
Okay.
And obviously, I'm born in Wales. So
you were born in. So when did you come up? When did your dad come over to Wales? Or did he not? Did you come over?
I'm not 200% sure when he came over, but he always goes back frequently to visit his family and his parents and stuff. So, and he still has family over there, and we're still in touch with a lot of people over there.
Yeah, but you were born over here.
Yeah, I was born over here.
A random place to choose, Wales, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not complaining. It's a nice country.
You enjoy Wales?
Yeah.
A lot of grass.
A lot of grass, a lot of rain.
A lot of grass. And I went to New Zealand a couple of years ago and everyone compared that to Wales. Not their illusion that New Zealand and Wales are very similar.
I imagine New Zealand's much nicer though.
Well, the South Island maybe. The North Island's very grassy and very sheepy.
That's fair then.
That might be the comparison. Another little backstory to people that may not know is your children. And you had your first one, you told me the other day, at 18. And I just wanted to chat to you a little bit about how that affected you. Because did you dream to be a fighter all your life before that, or was it after something you looked at? When was that dream where you could do this full time?
It's really when I started training. So, about the same kind of year, my missus fell pregnant, I was training.
Right.
I was like, oh, I could do this. I'm
Yeah.
this is really good. I'm good at it. I'm taking to this well. And then obviously the baby came along, and it did slowly divide up like my time, obviously. But I've kept that. I've got a good routine with the kids, good routine with the baby mums as well. And yeah, training's going well. The kids are going well. Like once we get a good routine in place with anything, I think you could smooth things out easily.
Yeah. I definitely agree. Did it? Because in some way you might look at it, oh, it's a bit of a hindrance to your training, but you could also flip that around and say it was added responsibility for you to do this and make money doing it, and it could act as a drive. Is that what you found?
Yeah, definitely, especially because you've got to sacrifice a lot of time to go off to train, to go off and fight and compete. So you've got to make those sacrifices worthwhile. So you need that. You need that mindset of it motivating you, because you if you're in it half-assed and like I've just missed like my kid's birthday to go train or go fight, and then you're half-assed and you kind of just letting everyone down.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you go there like, I've missed this kid's birthday now for a reason, I'm going to put on a show, I'm going to win money, I'm going to come home and be, super dad, then yeah, it's a bit of motivation.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. So just to Billings, and just going back to him, what do you think is going to happen in that fight? Oh, you said he's well-rounded, so what's the target area?
I think if he was watching me, I think he doesn't want to take me to the ground, he doesn't want to shoot in, because he doesn't want to leave his neck exposed. So he's going to try and keep his standing, expecting me to shoot in a lot and be sloppy on the feet. So I think he's amazing. Try to push me up against the fence early on and like hit me with strikes. I just don't see him doing that, though.
Do you want to sort of trademark that choke? Do you want that to be your "that's how I finish people" and get that intimidation? Does that work for a fighter where this one thing that they think you're going to do every time and they're always wary of it in their mind?
Yeah, well, definitely. If people want to get wary of my my choking skills, then yeah, 100%, because I am good at them and I will get you in them.
Don't get me in them.
But there's more skills to my toolbox, really, which I will show against Justin, and he'll be the first to see it, and he'll be like, oh, bamboozled a bit.
Another random question, the one that I wanted to ask to James Doolan, we got told to ask some questions for him, and one that I asked was, what in UFC, who do you think is going to be the next British champion? Which country is it going to come from?
Ooh, British champion.
Because we've got a Scottish opinion there. We're going to get your Welsh opinion.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because the British boys at the top of the divisions, like Darren Till, Leon Edwards, Arnold Allen, are in tough divisions, isn't they?
Yeah,
definitely.
And Till's lost a few, but there's still quite a lot of optimism around Till that he can push it.
I don't see him beating Izzy. Leon maybe probably got the best chance out of him, Till and Arnold, and Mason's just got signed by the UFC, but he's got a long way to go before he's champion. So I'm going to go with Leon. So England.
England. Yeah. Well, so you think he's going to get over Chimaev? How do you see that fight?
Yeah, I think he'll beat Chimaev. I think he beats Chimaev.
Do you think he finishes him or points?
I don't think he finishes him. I think he points him.
Okay, cool. I've only got really one more question, and it's another random one. Advertising CBD on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Have you been using CBD?
Yeah, I use it every morning. If I wake up feeling a bit tired or sluggish, I'll use some. And then I'll use a bit before training. I know a lot of people use it before sleep. I can't. I don't know why. It seems to like wake up my brain more than anything. So if I use it before sleeping, I'm like my thinking's a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like I feel relaxed, but everything's like boom, 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 boom in my head. So I use it in the morning to wake my brain up, make everything sharper, thinking, get things done. And before training as well, so I could think a lot while I'm training.
I take mine in the morning. Have you found any pain has been relieved with it? Do you have any pain?
Yeah, I get the soles of my feet and my lower back hurt a lot, and I use like the muscle balm.
Right.
And that's real good for that. Like instantly, it'll get rid of the pain.
Yeah. Well, I've been struggling with my knee now for about a year, and I took that one. I think I took it at night. I usually take it in the morning, but I took this one at night. Woke up in the morning, and I felt it like a magic trick had been
It's mad,
performed on my knee, and I thought, whoa! I always wake up stiff in the morning with my knee, and I just was like swinging it around like Mary Poppins or something.
I tell people it works, and they're like, "Oh no, it's just what's the word? Where your brain just thinks it works and don't."
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it still works then. If you think it does, it still does. It is what it is. It still does.
Because people think it's expensive, so it must be a bit of a rip-off, or it's too expensive for them. But the prices are coming down now.
Yeah.
With it, because there's a lot of companies competing for that space. Which is the company that you use?
Essence of Nature is they use all their products are vegan based as well, which is good.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Right, brilliant. Is there anything else you want to add? Anything else you got for the Love Doctor or Burlington?
No, nothing I really want to add to Burlington. Just tune in 11th December, Friday, the trilogy. You'll see me and Burlington throwing leather.
Brilliant. I look forward to it, and I'll be watching it. Take care of yourself, and good luck on the trim.
Cheers, Gray.
All right. Take care of yourself, Aaron. See you, mate. Bye-bye.